Holy, 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 Lord God Almighty. Early in the morning, I'll raise my voice to thee. Thank all of you for being here. The protocol has been established. All of our members that came up on the dais, all the elected officials that are with us today, to the committee that helped put this spectacular day together every year for a long time. God bless you all, and thank you so very much for being here. And to the people of New Orleans, and particularly all the young boys and girls standing behind us, getting ready to walk the walk. A lot of talking going on, but it's about walking the walk. And so today, we come to celebrate, we come to remember, and we come to act. A beautiful day of celebration. Sitting right before you, if you take a moment to think about where you are in space and in time. 2013, on the steps of City Hall in the city of New Orleans, but closely connected to the United States Capitol and to the steps of the Capitol, where President Barack Obama is taking the oath of office for the second time. Far away from here, but right where we all need to be. We all have before us today a number of different firsts, amazing as it is. Let's take stock. Justice Burnett Johnson, the first person of color to be the Chief Justice of not any Supreme Court, but the Louisiana Supreme Court. That would be the state where Plessy versus Ferguson began. We have with us Pastor Fred Luter, who is the first African-American president of not any conference, but the Southern Baptist Conference. Now, I don't know about you, but I got a nice vision of Pastor Luter preaching before the Southern Baptist Conference his 3 points. And bringing that message to the rest of America, a group of men and women who, by law, historically, would not let an African American be a member. He is not now just a member, he is the national president of that organization. We celebrate today something that goes without much notice. The Honorable Carl Stewart. You hear that dead silence? He is the first African-American Chief Justice of the United States Fifth Circuit Court of Appeal. That would be the Court of Appeal that John Werner Wisden served on. That was the court that brought in civil rights for the United States of America, that stood on the shoulders of Dr. King. And you say today, on Dr. King's shoulders, we come to celebrate the fruit of his labor. Today, manifest in these human beings that are before us, that are carrying out his legacy. And so when we ask ourselves, Lord, did I live in vain? The answer should be clear to everybody who wants to know. And so we come to celebrate his legacy that is with us today, that continues to live on. We also come today to remember. What is there to be remembered? Good things and bad. Pastor, from the first days of time, when Cain killed Abel, that virus of violence began. It found its pathway through the crucifixion of Jesus Christ. It found its way through slavery. It's found its way through Jim Crow laws. It found its way to the assassination of John Kennedy, the assassination of Dr. King, the assassination of Robert Kennedy.
and it found its way onto the soil of America that still permeates our day-to-day existence. We remember the good things, and we remember the bad. Dr. King would remember today and be proud that President Obama is taking the oath of office, and that you are the head of the Southern Baptist Convention, and that you are the Chief Justice of the Supreme Court, and Carl Stewart sits above the Fifth Circuit Court of Appeal, but he would weep, and you know he would, at the carnage that we see on the streets of America. So how far is the United States Capitol from the steps of City Hall? Separated in time and in space. Dr. King was killed on the balcony of the Lorraine Hotel by James Earl Ray, who had a gun and shot him down. Mark Essex sat atop of that building with a gun and killed 9 people, some of whose sons and daughters are here with us today. How far away is the Lorraine Hotel and James Earl Ray's gun from the Holiday Inn and the streets of New Orleans? 1,797 miles and a bucket load of years. Sirhan killed Robert Kennedy in the Ambassador Hotel in Los Angeles. How far away in space and in time is Los Angeles from the Lorraine Hotel to the streets of New Orleans? A lot of time and a lot of distance. A couple of weeks ago in Sandy Hook Elementary School, a gunman took the lives of 26 people, 20 of whom were young children. In today's New York Times, there is an article. Jimmy Green and Nelma Marquez Green have not turned on their television or read a newspaper since their 6-year-old Anna, her name was Anna, a blur of joyful energy, who loved singing, dancing, floral headbands, and the Bible, died more than a month ago. How far is Sandy Hook Elementary School away from the 1600 block of Simon Boulevard, which we will pass today, where a young girl named Brianna, who was taken down, whose life was cut short by an assault weapon? How far in time and in space is Sandy Hook from the streets of New Orleans? How far away is the act of Cain and Abel from the streets of New Orleans in time and in space? I would say not far at all. And so as we remember Dr. King, as we celebrate, the admonition is to act. What are we going to do about it? You know, when James Darby was killed in 1994 with a shotgun right over by the playground down the street, or Jerry McGowan was cut down because he got himself in the wrong place at the wrong time. He was only 2. He was in his grandmama's arms. He couldn't go many places, but the bullet found him. When Breonna Allen was on that porch celebrating her cousin's 10th birthday, when the young men and the young women walking down the street get caught in the crosshairs of firearms in the city of New Orleans, the whole nation didn't stop. But it stopped at Sandy Hook. And the nation now is focused on this issue. And what is Congress doing? Congress will do what Congress does. They will try to pass a law. And they will do the best that they can. And that is good. They should do that. But the testament of Dr. King will go something like this. You can change a law, but Congress cannot change the hearts and minds of the people of America. That, ladies and gentlemen, falls to us. You see, it's too easy for us to wait on Congress to change a law that will change our behavior, because it is not just about laws. It is absolutely about guns, but it's not just about guns. You see, that falls to us. That falls to us who are responsible for raising up the next generation of individuals and children. It may not be our fault, but it is certainly our responsibility because it falls to us to act. And so as we celebrate this day and we think about what Pastor Ludus told us about faith, about fortitude, and having comfort in knowing where we are going, do not fall into the trap of thinking that Dr. Martin Luther King was anything other than a human being. He had a family. He had to put food on the table. He had to get up every day. All of the trials and tribulations that he felt as a human being. And so it wasn't as though he was different from us in how it affected him, but how he reacted should be a testament to us about what is expected of us. So last night on TV, the great Maya Angelou was asked, what was the thing about Dr. King that set him apart? What is the most important thing that we all know, that we can touch, that we can have, that he can give to us, that is available to us if we just take it? And she said it was the virtue of courage. And this is the greatest virtue of all, because lots of people are smart. Lots of people have faith. Lots of people have a sense of what to do and where to go. But how many people will put themselves on the line so that other people may live after them? Courage. Courage is the thing that we need. So when Pastor Luda exhorts us to pray for no more, the one thing that we in New Orleans have to do is to pray that we become a city of peace and there is no more violence on the streets of America. Let me read to you what Dr. King said in Oslo, Norway, when he accepted the Nobel Peace Prize. Sooner or later, all the people of the world will have to discover a way to live together in peace. If this is to be achieved, man must evolve for all. If this is to be achieved, man must evolve for all human conflict. A method which rejects vengeance, revenge, aggression, and retaliation. The foundation of such a method is love. Now, the third thing Pastor Luda told us was that Dr. King was comforted because he knew he was going to a place where his dream would be fulfilled. But that was a faraway place. We do not want Dr. King to live in vain. And so now it falls to us to act, to make that dream a reality. So the question is, what are we going to do? How are we going to get there? But the people of New Orleans have no faith that it can be done. It seems so far away. It seems so distant. It seems like the struggle will take so long. But ladies and gentlemen, slavery did not end overnight. When John Brown and Frederick Douglass and all of those individuals came along before President Lincoln was here, before he made the acts that he made, years and years and years of struggle, years and years of death, years and years of laying down your life for the cause of others was made whole by American citizens who laid their lives on the line so that other people might live. And you know what? It changed. The culture of slavery, the culture of the nation changed. And so what we have to do is say no more. We have to believe. We have to have that faith, that fortitude, and that knowledge that there is a better place. Because, ladies and gentlemen, the distance between the Lorraine Hotel and the streets of New Orleans is no distance at all. The distance between the United States Capitol, where President Obama takes the oath of office, and the streets of New Orleans are no more. Because what binds us together as a nation is that we are one indivisible people with life and liberty for all. Not just some, but for all. I need you. You need me. Right? I need you to survive, and it is incumbent upon our generation to stop this virus that began so long ago, and it is within your power to do it. You must have faith. You must have fortitude. You must know that there is a better place, because Brianna and Jeremy and James and all the young boys and girls are waiting for us to do what is necessary to secure for them the more perfect union that has eluded us for so long. You must find the courage to make the dream come true. That is how we can remember. That is how we can celebrate, and those are the steps we must take today to act. One step, first step, keep moving until the dream is there for all. God bless you all. Let's have a wonderful day.